Hey dudes, I'm Hilah, and today on Hilah Cooking we're making pumpkin bread, sometimes called pumpkin loaf, but the 12-year-old boy who lives in my brain tells me that that reminds him of a doo-doo, so we're gonna go with pumpkin bread. Sorry for saying doo-doo. Very simple recipe. We're gonna start with our wet ingredients, which includes eggs from a chicken. Wow! So 2 of these go in here. I copied this down from my great grandma Craven's recipe book when I was probably like 16. And it's an unusual recipe for pumpkin bread in that it uses like a full 2 cups of pumpkin for 1 loaf. Usually it's like 1 cup, so the resulting loaf is very moist and dense, but it also has a ton of actual pumpkin flavor, which I really, really love, because I feel like, you know, if you put pumpkin in it, then there's vitamins. Some of you may remember my pumpkin cupcakes video. There's a whole song about how healthy pumpkin is for you. So we're gonna whisk these wet ingredients together. Okay, and then we're gonna add some oil. I'm just using canola oil. You want something neutral flavored. Definitely don't use motor oil. And then we're gonna add brown sugar. It's funny, in baking, sugar is almost always incorporated as a liquid ingredient. It's never, well, probably. If I say never, that's gonna bite me in the ass, but it's probably never used as a dry ingredient like flour. Funny that way. Okay, we're almost there. Now I'm just gonna add the dry ingredients. So in here I've got all-purpose flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, and then my spices. I'm just using separate spices, but if you wanted to use pumpkin pie spice, then you could use that. So I just wanna whisk these together first, just to make sure you don't have any lumps of baking soda or baking powder, and then we'll combine. Okay, once everything's combined very well, but you don't want to overmix it. Oh, there's a little pocket of flour. Get that guy. We're gonna put it into a greased loaf pan. This is a big 9x5 loaf pan, because I love big loaves. And just kind of spread it out to get the corners. And then we're gonna put some pumpkin seeds, AKA pepitas, on top. These are just raw. Some people may want to use like roasted salted ones, but I feel like they get a little bit toasted in the oven, and I don't think the salt really adds anything. So the tricky part, well, it's not tricky. The trick to this is we're gonna bake it for an hour, and then you wanna turn the oven off, open the oven door a little bit, and then let it sit in the oven for another like 15 to 20 minutes. And that's just gonna make sure that it's cooked all the way through without getting overcooked, because there's so much moisture in the pumpkin. That is how you should cook it. So once it's out of the oven, you want to take it out of the pan and let it cool completely on a rack like this. So this one's ready, so we can cut a slice. This recipe and all my recipes are always available at hilahcooking.com for free, of course. So you can get all the measurements there. Oh, yay. Beautiful. Oh my God, it smells so, so good. So much. It basically smells like pumpkin pie. And it's so orange. I love how orange it is too. Naturally orange. All right, let's give it a taste. Oh my gosh, so moist. Pumpkin bread, pumpkin loaf, whatever you want to call it. I hope you make it. It's so delicious, and it just, I don't know, it just makes you feel like it's fall. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.